In the last hour, a man accused of killing a Whiteland teen at a school bus stop learned his prison sentence. It has been more than 2 years since Tyrique Radford L. killed 16-year-old Temario Stokes Jr. Our Samantha Johnson was in court today when Radford L. learned his sentence, and Sam joins us now live with what we know tonight. Samantha?
Well, Scott, that sentence came down just within the last hour. The judge telling Tyrique Radford L. he would spend 50 years in the Department of Correction, 5 years suspended. He's already served 824 days of time in jail already. Like you mentioned, I want to back up and remind you a little bit about this case. That shooting happened at a Whiteland bus stop in August of 2022. Today in court, the state argued that Tyrique Radford L. shot Temario Stokes multiple times. He did it in the presence of other children at that bus stop. The state argued he even laughed about the situation several times. The prosecuting attorney today calling it vicious, heinous, and disgusting. Meanwhile, the attorneys for Tyrique Radford L. said he had a traumatic childhood and they were just asking for a chance for the young man to redeem himself. He had turned 18 just a few months before that shooting. But of course, ultimately today it came down to the judge addressing Radford L.'s family directly, saying, quote, "I am not judging him as a person. I am judging the actions that happened on that day." The judge also addressed Temario Stokes' family directly, saying to them, quote, "There is not a sentence I could give him that would be big enough for you." As you can imagine, it was very emotional, practically full gallery, family members of both young men in attendance for today's sentencing. We heard from Stokes' family today. They went into detail about how their little boy, the 16-year-old who was shot and killed that day, they used the motto "Forever 16," talking about Temario Stokes Jr. And today we heard from his mother, who directly spoke to Tyrique Radford L. in court today, calling him a killer, coward, hater, and thief. Take a listen.
Do you truly see the damage you have done to my family, to my precious children? It is so unfair that my son had to miss so many milestones of life because of a disgrace like you.
Now you'll notice there you were seeing still pictures inside that courtroom. We have audio recording of what happened today. We were able to bring our camera inside to take photos as well. But some of the folks who took the witness stand today were able to ask the judge to ask us to not record what they shared in court today. We can tell you that Tyrique Radford L.'s family did not want to be recorded, but we will share more of what they shared with the court today in support of their son. That's coming up tonight on 13 News at 11. Scott, much more to break down from today's sentencing. As you mentioned, more than 2 years in the making.
Samantha Johnson reporting live in Franklin tonight. We'll see you at 11. Thank you.